Alright ladies, let's go! Some Patreon games here today. We got another match on hand, as this time we have blue against red. So that was a Storm League game if I'm not mistaken. We got on the left side of the map Magic Gamer on Sylvanas, Amund on Leoric. That guy could be from Valencia. That pretty much means it's a mix of like, let's go and let's do it together. LOL on Malfurion, I hope he doesn't play that way. Tirithon on May and Lydia on Lunara. Whereas over to the right side of the map, it's the red team with Dedal on Cassia, Denga on Anna, Fergal on Jaina. We have Dregor on Urel and Mixon. Not on the support today. What happened here? He's playing in Nuburak. So in case that you're a little bit confused of what exactly this is one of the Patreon games, the top supporters over at patreon.com/Khaldor. They are sending in replays every month, and I'm gonna go over a few of those. And it's actually kind of funny because a lot of these games turn out to be incredibly amazing. The best ARAM of all times came from Lucy, who played it, and sometimes we just get matches out of the amateur league, heroeslounge.gg, that they send in. Sometimes it's just some crazy ARAM or a super fantastic Storm League game. Don't expect the highest level of play here, but it's always a ton of fun to just see what they are producing. And now we are on a Towers of Doom match, and we're gonna check that out. So right now, Dedal, he's already about to go down. Cassia's in a bit of trouble, as we have her stacking on level 1, but the first one to fall is Jaina. Okay, Jaina is down. When it comes to builds, I mean, May with the heat transfers, that's pretty normal. Consume Vitality, good on Leo. Well, you can still play that. Orson's Renewal has taken over for most of the Leo players lately. And Hibbity Hop on the Bambi player. Okay. And what is happening here? They are absolutely murdering the bottom wall. I mean, holy fuck, what's going on? The game just started. Camps on the map. Nobody cares about the camp. They're just pushing like crazy. They set Sylvanas up, and they're starting to take now also a few more kills. Denga is just sitting here, and he's just like pew, 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 pew the entire time, trying to keep the boys and girls alive. But it's like hurting a bunch of chicken, apparently. It's not working for them, let's just put that mildly. And that is probably the end of the fountain down here. A kill against Sylvanas shuts it down though, and well, Lunara is about to get away. As Mixin re-engages, looks for the stun here, doesn't get it so far. A few more stacks now also for Cassia, who's doing a little bit better with all of this. But things are definitely getting a bit crazy in this early game. Now experience is still the same, but of course the concern is that the bot lane is going to get pushed. That's the one that you want to hold on to, because both of those camps that you see at the bottom of the map right here, they are both pushing through bot lane. So in this case, the red team is the one to try and take care of it first. Gets already sniffed out, and given the way that the blue team has been playing, I wouldn't have been surprised if they just went for it, but they decided against it. Now, we got on level 4 the Crystallize in, and we got also the Nature's Culling now. Build pattern on the other side, also fairly normal here. The Hand of Freedom for Urel, for example. We got the Sleep Dart build continuing, but they find Bambi and they're trying to go for her. Lydia is low, but now the turn against LOL, and he is down. Alright, Malfurion frontlining a little bit too hard in this game. And that is another kill for the red team. Triple altar phase, of course, popping up, but now finally an opportunity for the red team to maybe return the favor here and push the bot lane a bit as well. With their pumpkins, they should be in a position where they can at least destroy a few of the structures. And they're even making a play for Sylvanas. And Cassia is able to get the kill. But yeah, they're also keeping Cassia herself alive. Who's still stacking, by the way. Already sitting at 17 here. Could get a little bit more. Where are those lightning furies when you need them? 18. Lunara is down. Can we get a little bit more over here? Ah, yes. 19 stacks for her. Yeah, the altars are all taken in the meantime, and the red team was able to lock in 2 of them, so everybody got busy once the objective spawned in the middle of this team fight. Now that level 7 talents are also ready, we get, the mind-numbing agent, a little bit of a spell tower reduction. Fair enough, not really something that I thought they were worried about too much here, but alright, whatever floats your boat. The Ice Fury wand, that in and of itself is already a bit concerning, so I want to see if that means we're going to get some Blizzard focus on the build later on in the game. Not really what you usually see. Yeah, with the level 7 on Leo, normal setup for him with the Drain Momentum. His level 4, of course, going into the Neil Peasant so that he can match the rotation of Urel and can put some pressure on her. get all that wave clear in. But it's all about the control, again, not only on the bell towers, but even more so on those structures. And Urel is moving in. They're trying to go for the fight. 5 versus 4 for a short period. Mixin maybe a little bit too deep. And at the front, Jaina is just going for it, trying to slow them down here as we have Urel pushing Sylvanas to safety. That didn't really work out. Now they're losing experience. The problem is that Urel is actually not jumping back, so they need to get kills here. They need to get some value because Leo is pushing the mid lane, Leo is pushing the top lane, and they're going to get an experience advantage out of all of this. And this is starting to be a little bit worrisome. Blue team is just doing better on the macro side. Leo is sitting at the top and says, hey, if you want to hop around there, Space Goat, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to push these lanes out. So they are slightly ahead now. It's not a huge deal, but that could change. Now they even exchange up at the top as both of the side laners go for their altar. Down at the bottom of the map on the other hand, they're trying to make the play for Sylvanas. Mei comes in too and is trying to make sure that Sylvanas doesn't die despite those approaches that we're seeing from them. And Mixin is just diving, trying to see if he can finally set a kill up for the team. Especially Sylvanas is a little bit of a thorn in their eyes. More damage coming in, and that's decent stacks also on the level 1 talent. By now we have 32 for Cassia, but Data might have gone a bit too deep. He goes down, but so does Lulnara. Sylvanas is jumping in too and running out of mana completely, but they could not turn it against her. So now it's still 4 against 4 bell towers on the map, and yep, the rotation is ongoing between the solo laners. Now eventually it's going to come to a 4 versus 4 obviously, or 5 versus 5 then later on. But right now it's just like massive aggression to the bottom of the map. Nobody's really rotating the middle, for example, to gank up on someone. The camps are fairly regularly taken, except for the top. Nobody has really dealt with that camp yet. Level 10 abilities now give us pretty much the norm. I guess Jaina's going to be interesting, and she goes straight in for the Ring of Frost. And on the other side, we got, again, the setup with mind control, not being used in that instance at least yet. The Avalanche is of course there too, and the Nano boosted Jaina could do a whole lot of work as Mixin sets a potential kill up with the Cocoon. Nano boosted Cassia, baby! Boosted, going in, and needs to get a bit more damage. Data, I mean, fully committing Sudoku over here, running into 4 enemies and just saying like, hey boys, I got another boost, I'm invincible! And very quickly realizes that nano boost does not mean that you are unkillable by any stretch of the imagination. So with 3 kills though, it's a fair trade. They get 3 heroes eliminated, and that's an opportunity to finally not only take 2 of the altars here, but maybe also get some additional structure damage. 8 kills, 2-3, looking good thus far. The shots are fired, bam, another 4 in at the bottom of the map. Mixin also going for the channel here. Of course, Cassia is now back. And she actually has a pretty decent amount of damage as well. 21,000. Not the top damage dealer in the game. That's still Lulnara. We have Sylvanas and Jaina also chipping in with some decent damage. But Cassia has the chance to scale into the late game. As Urel dies in the middle, but the push down here is still ongoing. Mind control, and Mixin is able to get out. Nicely done by them. Now they have to be careful. There could still be a rotation from the top now that Urel has been eliminated. 20 points on the core against 32. This one could definitely get close. Top side, that's where we now have Amun jumping in and starting to take more and more of those structures down. And someone needs to deal with this. At the same time, there's a small battle happening in the middle of the map. Bot lane is also under contestation. 4 kills against 8, and both of the teams now waiting for level 13 talents. And Leo's already taking walls down, trying to limit some late game vision. 8 stacks on Broccoli and the level 4 of Malfurion. Yeah, and again, the engage. I have no idea why he's engaging here. There's no damage dealer around. The damage dealers actually are getting intercepted as they rotate down. That's the end of Jaina, and it could be the end of Cassia too. Has a sleep dart. Nice. The ball is good, but that's just not enough. Another kill. As we have the blue team racking up a few kills and getting a leading experience that gives them the early level 13. Also, the attack straight onto the bell tower. That should honestly be a conversion right here. And I'm a little bit scared what I'm seeing on the side of Leoric. Leoric went into the unyielding despair. And if you're going full NA on this one and then on 20 not go for buried alive, then I don't know what to tell you. So we're going to see what happens. But as expected after the level 7 talent, we have Stormfront on 13 for Jaina. So speccing into the Blizzard, trying to stay a bit safer. So definitely at least 2 heroes that are a little bit wild with their build. That Sleep Dart, beautiful! Oh my god, nice! Dengar, look at them, the position. That was a fantastic Sleep Dart, and that meant the end of Sylvanas, but of course they have to retake, and that's 5 shots fired with a single altar, so now it's 20 points against 27 on the core. Yeah, nicely done. Alright, now that we have the level 13 talent on both sides ready, let's go for the next engage here. Even fights are guaranteed. Urel and Leo still the ones rotating between the lanes. 7-point lead on the core for the red team. And on the damage output, we have Cassia now slowly starting to take over on the red team side. So, yeah, 29,000 is looking good. But again, Sylvanas and Lulnara both still ahead. Down here, rotation between the two lanes still happening, still trying to take a couple of targets down. We had that earlier gank of the blue team against Urel, which was quite successful. But outside of it, it's just simply push, push, push. And Leo does better. Leo is doing way better with those pushes. He opened up the wall at the top and already did some damage to the bell tower itself. Here comes the next stun setup as they're trying to go for Malfurion. They can't really lock him down yet though. Snowball, no follow-up, and they still want Malfurion. Malfurion gets attacked again, and bam, mace to the face as they are taking him out. The nano-boosted Jaina is looking for another target. Sylvanas doesn't give a fuck, jumps on the right side and says, you know what, you guys can fight. You kids can just go for your little prattle over there. I'm just moving in and start to take this down. But Sylvanas gets sniffed out, and good luck dealing with that. Yeah, tries to move away, jumps out, gets stunned, and that's the end of Sylvanas. But Cassia has also been eliminated on the left side. They can try to retake. It's a triple altar. No! Oh my god, they took the top side too. Guys, it's a triple altar phase, and it's 6 against 2. That's a disaster. This is funny, by the way. Both of these fuckers just trying to steal the opponent's altar away, and what they end up doing is just going for a traditional exchange. But that's 6 points fired against 2, and now we have 18 to 21 on the core, with the bottom altar still being up for grabs and everybody fighting over this. Yeah, this is okay, a little bit questionable here. They're trying to go for Mei. In comes Urel. She wants to help out too. No mana for Mixin. Body blocking is still possible though, and they get the kill. The Entomb is there, but well, I don't know how to tell this, Leo. You are not going to get that kill solo. That's just not happening. And he might actually... Oh my god, another one of those sleep darts. Beautiful Leo kill. And that's an opportunity, I suppose, to retake at least the bell tower at the bottom of the map before you go for the channel. Sylvanas is back to business, though. Uses the mind control. Ring of fail. Ring-a-ding-a-ding-ding. Didn't get anything. But they get the kill against Sylvanas. They lose Jaina in the process. We have kills all over the place right now. And Cassia realizes that she just simply can't take the bell tower at the bottom right back. He needs to go for the channel. Leo is coming back. Malfurion has a death wish. Alright. Honorable Subaru. He goes down, and now Lulnara is already hopping away again. Leo is back and decides that he likes dying. He likes his trade, so he's dead again as well. And we're looking at 16 kills, 2-9. They shouldn't have channeled here. I don't understand why they channel now. Like, this thing is so low, they could have definitely retaken and then channeled. With 3 heroes down, there's no problem doing that at all. They had 4 on the map already as is. So, yeah, I don't know. That was definitely a bit too soon. Either way, huge fight over here. That was kind of nuts. Now they're trying to retake the top, of course, too. And, oh my god, that's a report. Report, baby! Someone is gonna... I mean, if that... Yeah. Okay, waited for that. No? You could have walked, dude. You're just fucking lazy. Seriously? Look at that horse. That horse is way too fat. You could have given it a little bit of exercise. I mean, that's the same thing. Mind control, and... Ooh, the safe attempt! No way. No way. Down goes Cassia. There's that, and they're starting to come in for the next quick hit. Oh, there's the snowball, though. Connecting with 2. The Entomb follow-up. Ring kill. They take Lunara down. The Nubarak is dead. And Jaina is looking for the damage. And she starts to drop them. gets the kill quickly against Malfurion. Now they're taking Jaina down though, but it might be the end of Sylvanas too. Leo is still fighting this out as well. At the bottom of the map, the pumpkins are making it in. This game is just a slugfest. 30 kills in total already. The next altar is up. 16 to 21. There's the mind control, and that's the end of Urel. The goat can hop, but she's gonna die. She was able to take down Mei before that happened, but they are just brawling over here. Who says that brawls can only happen on one lane maps? I mean, this is starting to be a complete disaster over here. 13 kills to 9. We are 14 minutes in. We're nearly in level 20. Cassia again going through the tunnel. Denga on the other side. Anna, need some help. Mace to the face. There's the entomb. Where's that sleep dot when you need it, right? Alright, let it bounce, baby. Let it bounce, let it bounce, let it bounce. Can she get a kill? Can she get a kill? Nah, she cannot. Yep, support is gone and the bottom bell tower is taken again. Blue team is always getting these bell towers. Top side attack down here. That should be a kill. Sylvanas is down, but I guess Cassia is going to fall too. And there's the channel, and that's another 5 shots fired. 16 to 16. It's tied. And the fight just continues. It just continues. Level 20 is there, and thank God for Buried Alive. The build's still a bit weird with the Crushing Hope here, but they went for Buried Alive. Also, we got the Cascade. And for Jaina, it's the Deep Chill after she went into the Snowstorm on level 16. Damage output, we got Jaina with 53,000 damage, 58,000 for Lunara. Top damage in the game for her. The upgrade on the mind control now too. Trying, of course, to take advantage of that low cooldown. Look at the kills, by the way, the deaths. 6 deaths on Sylvanas and 6 on Anubarak. Anna died only 1 so far in the game. 61,000 heal by her. Heavily outpacing Malfurion with that, I might add. And now going for the Nano Infusion as Leo at the top is trying to take this one again. So the pressure is real. Blue team is pressuring the red team over and over and over again the entire time. Pushing into those bell towers, converting them at the bot lane. Anubarak has the epicenter, is using it. He has the rewind as well. Oh, big miss there on the stun though. Couldn't capitalize on any of this. Dark Lady's Call gets not used yet. Double altar is up again. And that spells trouble. It could be dropped down into the single digits now if they are unlucky. But the attack is now coming. So Sylvanas is trying to set the ult up, but she can't. Urel moved in from the top. Still has an ult. Could use that if need be. And will have to. Ult being used. And they're still trying to chase. Uh-oh. The damage. There's the damage. That's the end of Mei. It has to be the end of Mei. Bit of body blocking and boom! Down she goes. Lunara is also going to be in trouble. And, well, Anna falls again. Taken down by Sylvanas. Who in tow gets just dropped by Cassia. And the same is true for Lunara. So at the top left, the attempt at interrupting Leo has failed. That's 11 points against 16. And since they can claim another 3, we're going to see them put this down at least to 14. But the situation is still pretty much the same. They need to take some of these structures. They're simply trying to recover every single bell tower that they lost. And at this point, the one in the middle isn't really looking too good. Jaina's doing what she can at the bottom of the map with the minions and will get this one. But, well, it's them who are constantly just reacting to what happens on the other side. And that makes it tricky. So now we have another quick push from the blue team that could help them with the mid bell tower. But yeah, as time goes on, those death timers, of course, are going to be even more impactful. 60 stacks by now. And they're trying to finally get some pressure themselves. Moving into the opponent's camp, Malfurion sniffs that out, but there's nobody that can really deal with it. There's not too many heroes that can take it either, though. So yeah, they need to hurry up. Have taken both of the pumpkin camps. And maybe that's the moment when you can turn it around at the bot lane. Now Leo is still at the top, so that's an issue. But down here, the action continues. Yeah, and we got nearly... We actually got nearly 30 kills at 40 kills at this point. 39 for now. So, well, let's go. There's the jump. They go again for Mei. Using the trade. She might still die. Uses the cascade to save herself. Nano boosted Jaina with the damage. The ring. The double kill. Oh my god, it's a triple, baby. And all of a sudden, they're pushing hard. They're still trying to go for Lunara. And they get the kill and they get out. Nicely done. Leo took the bell tower in the middle, so that's a small problem. One of the shots comes through. 12 to 11 now. And Jaina, she feels good. She's going to the top side. She's like, hey guys, I'm gonna do this solo. I'm not so sure about that. I think there's gonna be a buried alive in her future very soon if she doesn't pay attention. They are about to retake in the middle, of course. And at the top, they are trying to go for Leo. Epicenter is coming in a bit too late. Leo's already moving out, gets slowed, but they're not all moving in for it. 4 shots fired, 8 points against 11. It's getting close. The boss is up, but they are not going for it. They're not going for the boss. They take Leo down, but that's the opportunity to take the boss. And there's the ping. They have the advantage now in the bell towers. 5 against 3. And if they take the boss successfully, which they should definitely be able to do, that's going to put the blue team down to 4 points on the core. Yeah, this is going to get much, much closer than anticipated. We have 44 kills in total at this point. The shots are fired. And that's them going down to 4 points. One more altar and it is lights out. The blue team is now back to business and trying to retake at the bot lane. 82,000 damage from Jaina, 78,000 from Lunara. Here's again the setup against Sylvanas, but they can't take her, at least not yet. Leo's moving in as well. They need to be careful. A buried alive could turn the team fight. Cocoon is out. Malfurion with the ult. Nano boosted Jaina. And here we go. A ring fail on the side of Jaina. The Frost Lady is trying to get a kill against Diablo though. Against Leo though. And even with the Dark Lady's call, they can't drop Urel. But what a brawl over here. Heavy poke coming in from Cassia in particular. Having her ult also being used to poke them down even further, but that could still be the end of her. She is able to take down Leo, but now the move against Mixon. He dives out again, 4 versus 4, the big slide for Mei, and the backline attack from Lunara. Down goes Ana. Sylvanas is dead too. Can't stop, won't stop. The fight continues. Everybody on the run. Icebook is being used. Another Blizzard. They're trying to go for Mei, but Jaina is down, and it seems like Anubarak is going to be the next on the list. Anubarak is low, and Urel, run, bunny, run. They need to save the Space Goat, but they can. They can. Space Goat is still okay. Shots are being fired. And now we're on single digits for both teams. And another altar is still up. Uh-oh, this is getting crazy. They took the bell tower at the bottom. That's a channel. And that puts them down to 3 points if it's taken. And Anubarak is still running. Anubarak is still trying to escape. Honestly, at this point, the question is if it wouldn't be better off if he just would let himself die here. Trying to Hearthstone. Gonna make it happen. 4 points to 3. It's going down to the wire. 95,000 damage and 96,000 damage for the 2 top damage dealers in the game. 2 heroes alive. 3rd one came back. Yeah, 4th one also on the way. And they're still trying to hold this. Next altar is a single altar. One to rule them all, baby. Yep, we are going for a single altar event in just a few seconds. Boss should be down for a few more minutes. Yes, 2.5. And it doesn't really... Well, actually, it does kind of matter if that bell tower gets taken. They have to protect this. If that bell tower gets taken, they can't end the game. Yeah, Dark Lady's call in again. Here comes the ring, connecting with one. And Anubarak is low, and Ana keeps him alive a bit longer. And they're still trying to turn. And in comes the damage of Jaina. They go for Sylvanas, they drop her, they drop Leo. Middle bell tower has been taken. Mixon is low, they're going for Mei. Cocoon also out now. Lunara, Mei is down first. Lunara is still alive. Oh my god, they're all dying. 5-man team wipe. The entire team is getting crushed, and now they can take the bell tower and then end their game. Yeah, this just has to be game. Unless some dummy takes the one at the bottom of the map without waiting for the reconversion, but holy shit. 92 stacks now for Cassia. Her level 1 is heavily stacked now, and they are retaking this. That puts them in possession of 4 of the bell towers. Urel is sitting at the bottom of the map. The altar is spawning in another 4, and this has to be game. Sylvanas, by the way, wins the battle for the most deaths. She died 10 times, and Leo, he's trying to catch up, but even with that little Sudoku move over here, he's not able to make it happen. This is game down to the wire here with 55 kills in total, but the red team successful. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Okay, party time again. A few more Patreon games, everybody. It's supporter time. And feel the hatred of 10,000 years. Or as we say in Heroes of the Storm, feel the hatred of 10,000 Storm League games. To the left side of our ARAM, of our Brawl, we got Monarch's Bob on Garrosh, Janto on Morales, Kuchulchu on Zarya, Burst on Liming, and Whale on Medivh. Whereas over to the right side of the map, Lucy on ETC, Jack on Illidan, the Salty Biscuit on Stukov, we got Dark King on Illidan, and Rosario on Illidan as well. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Now, if you're looking at this and you're like, what is happening? Oh my god! Well, in ARAMs you can have more heroes of a kind than only one. Also, this, as I mentioned before, is another supporter game. So big shoutouts to my Patreons, everybody supporting me over at patreon.com/Khaldor. Very much appreciated. Thanks, guys. Make sure to check it out if you want to join the club there. In the meantime, we have a full-on assassin setup. So, yep, Illidan is down. Yeah, I think we're going to see that quite a little bit here. The problem is, with this many Illidans, you are bound to get some stacks. So they don't have any range damage at all. And the opponent's side has a pretty interesting combo now. First of all, you got a Liming for resets. You got a Zarya, Morales. Honestly, if I would have to bet right away, I would say the red team is going to win this one in the end. Because Illidan is going to get murdered in the early game. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure that early on we're going to see the Illidan team going to get pretty much wrecked. But what I'm pretty sure is also going to happen is that as the structures are being destroyed, as forts and keeps fall, the Illidan players will slowly start to get a couple of stacks together and will start to use all that space that is created to hunt targets down. And they're already getting a kill. Taking down Zarya right here. And it is party time. The blue team already is hating this shit. And can you imagine what happens when the forts are gone and you don't have any safety any longer? Right now, the distance to safety is a third of a screen. Once the forts are gone and you have several screens to cross until you are back behind a wall and in range of towers and forts, or at least near a fountain, Illidan is just going to hunt you down. So I'm a bit scared for the blue team. They will get the early game lead, I'm pretty sure of that, but I am not so sure of how this is going to look once that we are crossing into the mid and late game. Now the Illidan players all have gone, look at this, 1 minute and 56 seconds, Medivh is done with his quest. Yep, Lucy himself also trying to create a little bit of space here. I wonder what else he had available, honestly. Going into ETC, he might be able to save a hero or two, but that's still a pretty unthankful job if you are in that setup. Level 1, as I said, the unending hatred for all of them. That also is going to make for very interesting late game damage if it's a kill heavy game. And, well, Liming made a bit of a mistake. There's the body block. Do we have a slide? No, but again we attack Morales too, and Illidans are just everywhere. There's like hacking and slashing and doing their thing with the war glaives and trying to take them down. Lucy's in trouble. No mana means that he can also not slide out, gets thrown, gets killed, and that's the end of the cow. Alright, another Illidan player follows suit, so ETC at least doesn't die alone. That's a real friend there, you know? Sees ETC die and says like, well, you're not gonna die alone, my friend. I'm gonna die with you. Talk about dying. The rest of the Illidan players is also having a bit of fun. AKA all of them struggling. But we get some stacks together slowly, steadily, not really too quick. They're taking a couple of minions down. Honestly, at this point, if you're on the red team, patience is a virtue. As Q would say, we scalin', boys, we scalin'. So they are scaling hard into the later stages of the game. Whereas for the blue team, they will have to face the music once that the structures or some of them are eliminated. And I'm also a little bit scared to see what exactly happens at level 10, because technically speaking, we could see 3 times the hunt. That would be kind of fun. Maybe not the best setup, given that we are in an ARAM and that you could also go for metamorphosis, but hey, 3 times the hunt on the same target, you can kiss whichever hero is the focus of that goodbye very quickly. Morales, gone. Liming, gone. So, yeah. If you're starting to hunt here, then you're gonna have a lot of fun. So that's gonna be super interesting. But right now, it's just kill after kill after kill after kill. And most of them against the Illidan team as already predicted. 8 kills to 1. We have to keep it somehow close. Li Ming also going into an orb build. I think that's a massive mistake too. She is not going to be able to stay away from those melees later on in the game. Right now, she's going to get some value out of it. But as the game continues, there's just no way she's going to get that. Calamity would have been way better for you because you are going to find yourself toe-to-toe with some of the others soon. 4 heroes down. Again, early game is their friend. That's 12 kills to 2. We have 10,000 damage on the Illidans. Everything gets burned down and the first fort is about to fall here. So, yep, there's that. And here we go. There's Zarya down. Level 10 is in. Yeah, and again, they're getting stacks together now. Just go for the hunt, seriously. And Hunt Li Ming. Hunt Li Ming, punish her for not taking Calamity here. I mean, not going into an orb setup is honestly the worst thing that she could have done in this game. In any other setup in an ARAM, like, yeah, whatever, it's fine, you're gonna get value. Here, yeah, once that the Illidans are starting to jump into the backline, you are gonna have a big problem. But again, they're dying. 5 kills against them, 4 kills against the next Illidan. So as predicted, the early game is not really a good one for them. Oh my god, we even have this integrate now, going for the self-stun. And Decimate too, damn. Wow, Decimate against the Illidans instead of going for Taunt. Oh my god, Morales is gonna hate that so much. Morales is already down. You can see how, yeah, the hunt, and please go for the triple, baby. Make it a triple hunt. Yes! And there it is, the kills are in. Let the killing begin. Alrighty, there's already the kill. Oh my god, what a mosh pit, guys. They are going to crush them. I cannot believe that Garrosh did not take his taunt. Against this setup, are you fucking kidding me? You didn't take a taunt against the Illidans? Really? Look how the stacks are coming together all of a sudden. They're exploding here. 18, 13, and 17 on the Unending Hatred. And this is just getting absolute bonkers now. Every single time that their cooldown is up, they can decide if they want, who they want to kill. It's not a question if they can kill the target. If they call it and go for it as 3, it's only a matter of who do you want to kill. Do you want to kill Li Ming or do you want to go for Morales? They can literally make a decision here. So, yeah, when they have their ults up, it's just who's going to die next. And I feel a little bit sorry for the blue team because as this continues, it's not going to get better. No, it is going to get worse. Let me ask you a quick question. Do you think that the red team is going to have fun this game? Yeah, exactly. I thought the same thing. Now, Illidan is already down, or at least one of them. The second one might fall too. That hunt... yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. That one didn't do anything. They still haven't lost the fort, but it's going to happen now. So, yep, the fort is down, but as I said, that's just going to increase the distance to safety. As long as you can hold on to at least the fountain over here, you're going to be totally fine. And here comes the 13. Now, let's be honest, at least Li Ming took Illusionist. If she would have taken Glass Cannon, then this game would have been even funnier for us. But the quest is completed at 7:30 for 2 of the Illidan players. And that, of course, means that we now have them stacking this even further. But they also do 40 damage now. So they are just chasing all of that. There's also the silence from Stukov. And just look at this. Just look at this. Look at the Illidans just like starting to hunt the shit out of them. Everybody is just like running. Illidans attacking and everybody is like, Mocus Forales! Mocus Forales! There's another setup. Medivh gets attacked. Li Ming gets attacked. ETC at least dies. Medivh barely makes it out, but Garrosh is dead. And guess what? I got a news for you. Zarya is not going to make it either. That's 44 attack damage now for one of the Illidan players over here. The last Illidan is about to complete his quest too. 46 already for one of them. And their damage output is, of course, increasing as we speak. Now, do they have the same numbers in the blue team? I mean, of course not, but they're also doing single target damage and not AoE damage. And now they're starting to take the structures down too. Darking all of a sudden finds himself on the other side of the barrier. I'm not quite sure he planned that. But yeah, they're going even more. Jack has the same problem. And it's just jumping from one wall to another. And they're like, I don't want to be here. Illidan is dead. But yeah, they're... First time Illidan detected right here.
Oh, glorious. Absolutely glorious. It's like, what does that button do? Oh my god, no! Not that side of the wall, no! Oh, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so, let's see. We have ETC about to go down again. Some good mosh pits for him in the game. There's level 16. We have 18 kills against 10 at this point. And, yeah, off we go. With that, we have, first of all, the showstopper. But it's time for the illidans to unleash a little bit more damage. To get the blades, or what are they going to pick? One of the illidans is not like the others, by the way. He's sitting at 19 stacks still. Hasn't even completed the level 1 quest. So apparently they're going all for the same build. The fiery brand is in. Okay, if they focus on the same target, that damage is just gonna get nuts. Yeah, they're one level behind. But they got the hunt slowly out. Here comes ETC again. Here's the mosh pit soon up. Yeah, the hunt into the back line. And Li Ming is not having a good time here. Li Ming is saying like, someone help, help. And there's again Morales, and Morales is down. No support left. ETC nearly went for a mosh pit here. Could still go for one. Sees an opportunity, and no, doesn't hit it just yet. Illidan is a little bit low. They're trying to go for Zarya, and Zarya makes it through the portal, trying to dodge out, but just ends up on the other side of the fight. And the Illidan players go for Medivh, take him down. Has another kill against Zarya. 50... even the hunt coming out. Li Ming gets attacked too. They really want everything, don't they? 54 damage now on the auto attacks. Oh, no! Not like this, dude. He fully ran into it. He fully ran into it. Yeah, another Illidan is just going in and says, YOLO! They got so much auto attack damage, guys, at this point. I don't understand why they don't just open up the small walls. I really don't get it. They just keep jumping over it and they're not getting out. If you open up the small wall here, then even if you get caught on the other side, you can easily make it out again. 54 damage, 55 damage. They're stacking like crazy. We're only 11 minutes in. Just imagine what happens when this lasts another 10 minutes. They're gonna get so many stacks here if they play this properly. It's just absolutely bonkers. So they're catching up in kills, slowly but steadily. The damage output is also getting a little bit higher. One of our Illidan players is by now on 36,000, so really putting numbers on the board. Yeah, and there we go again. Yeah, a little bit more done right here. 55 from Rosario. Can he do a little bit more? Doesn't seem like it. Dark King is also in trouble, but he makes it out, so good for him. They're starting to lose a bit on the keep though, so they gotta be careful with that. They still haven't taken any structures down, but of course level 20 is gonna come in soon. ETC, there's the mosh pit, and they try to go for Morales. Janto hates this game. Morales is looking at this game and is just like, I hate this shit. I really hate it. Like, what the hell, guys? Yeah, another hunt. Illidan is down with the Decimate. And not coordinating this properly. I'm a little bit surprised that we don't see the Stukov follow-up being a bit more on point here. But now that all of the Illidans are down, this is finally a chance for the blue team to maybe take this after all. Temporal Flux is now in as the level 20 talents get taken from the red team. So the situation is definitely not going to get any easier. Caduceus Reactor is in too, and Medivh thought that Arcane Brilliance is a fantastic idea at this point. I'm not sure why. Titanic Might, and if they can get that keep, then maybe they got a chance here. The Illidan players, on the other hand, with the Nexus Blades, alright, so a little bit more damage, and also the slow. Yeah, the Mosh. Illidans are all back. It's the triplets, baby. Yep, and that's going to be the end of Medivh. They need to get him here. There's no way he gets away. Medivh, oh, nice! Yep, but here comes Dark King. They want to get the attack. They start to focus different targets again. That's not how you do this. Same target, baby. Zarya, can they get her? Ooh, yes, that's the first kill. And they're going for Morales again. There's a lot of reset potential for Li Ming on the other hand. So yeah, they still need to move away from this. And the keep is down, which means that you don't have a fountain any longer. So now it's a move for Core. 24 kills to 15. The damage output is at 58 now. Yeah, and our boys are still trying to make the play. I don't understand why they just don't focus on Li Ming. Exactly, finally. They are hunting different targets again, and I don't really get it. Now, they got the kill against Morales. That's a good one. But just take Li Ming down, and most of the damage is already gone. So here we have that. Medivh is going to fall. And this is exactly what I mentioned at the beginning. Distance to safety. You see? They can't run away. You can't run away from the Illidans, especially now that they have the level 20 and committed to a slow. There's no chance. Now, someone explain to me why exactly they think that taking the minion wave down is necessary. If you're 3 Illidans, you just move over and you take the structures down. Minions is a bit of a side job, so wasting time here, I don't really know why. Yeah, they can just like start to take this down easily. Okay, first one is already eliminated. Lurking Arm was probably not really needed here. Now they got Zarya too. Just commit to Zarya. I don't understand why they just go for it. Just kill her, seriously. She wants to die. The way that she presents herself there, she wants to go down. There's the kill, they pick it up, and now look how that fort just disappears. And it's gone. Another hunt, another slide, the mosh pit. And Li Ming is down. The mosh continues, and they're trying to go for Medivh. Another hunt over the wall, and boy, are they murdering. The damage output, 70 at this point. 70 damage on the auto attacks for one of the Illidan players. The other one is already sitting at 71. I mean, they are really, really getting the damage connected now. And you can tell how quickly they are taking the structures down. And everybody that has a blue hit point bar is just getting crushed here. I mean, look at this shit. They're just running. They're just like, get them away from me. Yeah, ETC, alright, Illidan down, so is Medivh. But again, the problem is, like, this is the best position to fight now for the blue team because it's close to their own fort, to their own keep, fountain, and core. But once that they're crossing the map again, the same process is going to repeat itself. It's going to be all about the Illidans starting to chase them. So, yeah, they're trying to save Lucy, which should work. Illidan players don't have their ult yet. One of them is about to get it back. There's another slide, no mosh pit though, and they go for Li Ming. Have they finally figured out that attacking Li Ming is probably the best thing that they can do and pressuring her just so that she can't get the resets? There, the suicide, tactical Sudoku confirmed, moving in to get the death mosh, and now they have Morales eliminated. I don't know why they're letting Li Ming do her thing still in the back. She's still connecting damage and she shouldn't be able to do that. There's finally the commitment. But the attack is a bit too late, and one Illidan is down. Oh! The hunt! Getting the kill against Garrosh, and now they're just getting more and more hits here too. It is absolutely insane. Yeah, a little bit of a slap by Salty Biscuit to keep them in play. 104,000 damage on Medivh. He's the top damage dealer actually for the blue team. It's not even Li Ming, it's Medivh who's the top damage dealer. That in and of itself is already a little bit sad. More attacks are coming, and the next Illidan player is going to be back soon as well. But they haven't taken that keep down yet, but it's starting to become one-way heroes of the storm that we're seeing here. The blue team hasn't crossed the middle of the map in quite some time, and I think once they do, they are going to face the music very, very quickly. They have to stagger deaths if they want to have a chance here. Yeah, there's a double connect from Zarya. So far, so good. Mosh pit for ETC is up. And talking mosh pit, there it is. And they're all dancing. Yeah, they're starting to make the play for Morales again. And Morales is dead. I don't understand why it's always Morales. Just take Li Ming down. They really suck at this, I gotta say. They gotta suck at just attacking Li Ming and killing her. That seems to be a huge issue for them. Now, finally they have her, but they paid with the entire team for it. If they would just connect those ults on Li Ming, that would have been the easiest win of their life. I mean, again, her and Medivh, those are the two top damage dealers. So it seems like they're trying to go for the core. The problem is, I don't think they can. They don't have the damage, they don't have the time. They could do a little bit of work, but, well, Stukov is already back, and Garrosh is not going to take this alone. So right now, Salty Biscuit just needs to make sure that he doesn't die. Just let them attack the core a little bit, and you're still going to be absolutely fine here. ETC is back now too, and once the Illidans are back in play, all these guys are going to die, especially since Li Ming isn't even here. So ETC trying to create some space too. One Illidan is back, has the hunt. Medivh is a bit low. That would be a good target, especially once that he uses the shield. Hunt is out, and he used the shield, but they're still going to die. They're all going to fall here. Again, welcome back to the problem. Distance to safety. What two are down, and now they're chasing all of them. Now that they don't have the safety of their own keep anymore, they are in trouble, as you can see. Everybody is dead. Li Ming just came back in and said, like, yeah, fuck that shit, boys. I'm out of here. And, well, there we go. There's the first one. We got 89 and 81 stacks now. That's a 5-man wipe, and that's the end of the keep. Just like that. That's exactly how you play this. So now they can go for the keep, can take that down quickly, and look how quickly it falls here. And that's core. That's game. If you just right-click the core now, you win the game. Just dodge out on Medivh's wave. Well, not like this. He just hit 4. But yeah, just right-click the core and that's it. Guys, it's a beauty. Triple Illidan, you have to shut them down early or you're going to face the consequences in the late game. And that's exactly the problem that they had here. The mosh is out. The game is over. Nicely done. And a pretty fun match here. So again, big shout-outs to my Patreons. Thank you very much. And yeah, see you guys next time with a bit more of the subscriber games here on Khaldor TV.
Okay, everybody, time for some Patreon games. Yep, some supporter games here, and we have probably one of the most disgusting combos that I've seen in a long time. Now, we're going to talk about what this is in just a second, but let me introduce the players first. We have on the blue team side, Sensiray on Oriel, Fat Ugly Monk, aka Jobama on Abatha, Drivius on Medivh, and Seth and Seth on Cho'gall. Yeah, the red team, they're going up against this nightmare of a composition with Falstad on Lucio, Star on Imperius, Bionini on Sonya, Elsa on Greymane, and Bradman on Tyrael. So, okay, so what this is pretty much, this is a Patreon game, meaning that the top supporters on my Patreon channel send in a replay roughly every month, and we're going over that. That can be any kind of craziness. Sometimes it's even just a brawl in ARAM, where we see some insane things happen. The best ARAM of all times that are uploaded to my channel has come from one of my patrons, from Lucifer to be exact. And as you can see here, this one is also kind of special. So a big shout out just in general to everybody supporting me over on patreon.com/Khaldor. And with that, we're heading into this game. And again, this composition is more than just a little bit disgusting. I mean, you got a Cho'gall with a Medivh Oriel for the revive. Cho'gall arriving a little bit late. Disgusting skin, by the way, as well. I mean, everything about this is just, like, ugly. The comp that we are, the talent setup that we're seeing from Abatha included. I mean, he's going into a Locust build? Really? It's 2020, dude. What are you doing to me? Tyrael, Imperius is down, and they even get the first kill. Alright, let's see what they can actually pull off with this, if they can be victorious here. Killing Cho'gall is going to be such an annoying endeavor in this game. I would say that your best chance would probably be to just out-rotate them a little bit and try to put Greymane on Sonya with Lucio on lanes. That is probably the best that they can do. If I would coach the red team and see them end up with this composition against the blue team here, I would say, guys, listen. Keep 2 heroes on the lanes, namely Imperius and Tyrael, and just rotate Greymane and Sonya together with Lucio away from Cho'gall, just on any lane so that they can do damage. Just get them with the minion wave into structure range and take them down. But they're trying to fight it out, and I think that's a mistake. I think if they play the macro angle here, they can definitely win this, because there's not really all that many damage dealers on the side of the blue team. They are heavily reliant on Cho'gall, and if you try to face that one-on-one and just attack there into it, then you are going to run in some trouble. Now, I gotta immediately say that this is actually a 5-man pre-made that we have on the side of the blue team. So that needs to be pointed out here too. But with what's being played here, your chance of taking Cho'gall down, I mean, you can make it happen, but why would you even try? You're gonna lose that. And look at this, look at the middle. They're losing it already. Why is Tyrael at the bottom? Yes, Greymane is sitting in the middle, but can he take Cho'gall down? No. Can he rip that wall apart? Hell yeah! So just rotate those guys in and you're gonna have a good time. Even a dive behind the fort now, as they're trying to get Cho'gall into a good spot. Up here at the top,
It's amazing to me that Sonya hasn't taken this one down yet. I mean, that is kind of nuts, honestly. She's completely unmolested, with the exception of Abathar, who is, of course, going to try and push that back. But still, Sonya should be able to outpush him easily here. So it is a little bit weird to see that. The blue team is getting even more ballsy now after they took half the HP of the fort in the middle of the map and is now moving straight onto the next camp to get the siege shines. But I still spot Greymane rotating in for temples, and I want him on that bot lane. Get him away. Just rotate around them. Take structures down. Win it that way. Push them back. Create a little bit more space for yourself, and then later on you can go toe-to-toe with them. But establish that lead. And to be fair, they do that to an extent, right? I mean, we have level 6 versus level 4. Make it 5. So they are ahead in experience. That's not too bad. They're getting a bit of damage done with Sonya up at the top, but they're still facing the music over here instead of just keeping someone at the bottom of the map and exploiting the fact that the blue team has literally 3 bodies in game right now. Abathar doesn't count. You got Cho'gall, so that already makes it for a 2v1 setup here. And that would allow you to easily rotate between the lanes and do the damage there. But they want to fight, so let's fight. About to lose Imperius again. Yep, he goes down. He's eliminated. Sonya is doing some more damage towards the fort and the top, but the fort in the middle on the red team side has already fallen. And Cho'gall is just pushing this even further. Red team could have waited for level 7 even, but they didn't. So now they lose all the shots in the middle. And structurally speaking, they're falling behind quite quickly, which is a bit of a different composition there too. But, yep, let's see. Bionini is trying to spin out and, well, escapes. They try to go for the portal kill. Can't get it. But a bit more pressure there at least. Tyrell is now sick in the middle. But look at exactly what the red team's doing. They're reacting. They're only reacting. They're not doing anything else. And again, if they are racing structures with Greymane on the other side of the lane, then they are going to win this one. So their biggest mistake here is honestly to keep Greymane pinned up against Cho'gall. Now don't get me wrong. Once that you have your level 10 in the bullet, you can definitely start to pressure Cho'gall a little bit. But what is Tyrael going to do down at the bottom of the map? And if you guessed jack shit, then hey, congratulations. Because you are correct. He doesn't have any power to take those structures out. Greymane does. So you could get Greymane on that lane, could get Sonya on the lane, but though they didn't. Fat Ugly Monk is currently doing his best to still hold the experience here and even helping Trivius out, who by the way also completed his quest. We're 5 minutes in, and that quest has been completed for some time. So good on him too. 3 kills to 0 in favor of the blue team. That in and of itself is already a meme. And Abathar, let me see what we're going to get as stacks. I mean, they're starting things off with the level 1 Locust Swarm. Let's see if they go and hit that meme train a little bit harder even. Greymane with the first stacks coming in on his level 7. Very little coordination for the red team here. It's a bit of a fiesta play that we have. And Abathar hasn't made a move yet. No mule yet. Hasn't taken mule up to this point, which he could drop immediately up at the top. Maybe he just forgot that he hasn't talent. Nope, network carapace. Yeah, let's push this. Trying to push that out. Next objective, of course, now spawning at the bottom of the map, and that is where the red team now has to make a bit of a move. And they're not really going for camps either. This is one of the things that I like about what the blue team is doing. If you look at the minimap, they have been taking a lot of camps. They even stole away the opponent's siege giants earlier, so they are just much more diligent about the camp clear than the red team. And that is, of course, helping them to set more pressure up on those lanes and also establish a 5-man now at the bottom. Sonya still up at the top, has to deal with the night camp, whereas down here the fight is starting up. So let's see what they can actually do here. They try to make a play for Stunner, can't really do it just yet. Yeah, Cho'gall is moving in again, as you can see, and the Bratman also has to retreat. They're really struggling to get any damage out. I mean, this is a 3-man melee with only 1 range damage dealer, and even he wants to go in Bong form if he can. And you can definitely make that commitment, especially after you have Sanctification. Sonya goes into Leap, by the way. Oh, Imperius goes into full delivery mode. Yep, he's working for Grubhub. Wrath of the Anguirus, and what really scares me is that Tyrael hasn't made a choice yet either. Are we gonna see the Angel fly in? Is that gonna be Judgment? I certainly hope not. Sound barrier is already used as they are just trying to retreat, and the last few shots are claimed by the blue team. Greymane, no, by the red team, they actually got it. Greymane is down. Sanctification is in, finally getting used too. They're still trying to take Cho'gall down, but there's going to be another shield and another portal if I'm not mistaken. Medivh in the back is doing his best to make sure that he also stays alive, but this time Imperius gets the kill, and they get the wall as well. This is all over the place right now. They're trying to get the kill against Cho'gall, who so far is very unimpressed. Oh my god, and we got Monty the Monstrosity also in the game. What is happening here? This game is getting a little bit bonkers. Let's see if we can keep Monty alive. I went over this in some of the other games where Monty was played just recently. The problem that you have with the Monstrosity is that once that you leave it alone, it is faster than the actual minion wave. Meaning that once that you move it behind a minion wave, it will overtake it and then be the first target for the incoming minion wave of your opponent. And therefore, if you don't constantly baby it, it will die. So it's a bit of a Tamagotchi mode. You need to get it stacked properly and you always keep an eye on it. Kill against Greymane, Sonya jumping in. But the leap is of no consequence because there's just simply no follow-up from here on out. Now, with all that said and done, we get now 29,000 damage for Gal. We already have 30,000 for... Actually, Cho has 30,000. And Imperius is also 30k. So it's the frontliners that do most of the job here. But, yeah, Red Team is... I mean, they're struggling here. For sure. Now, as you can see, yep, this seems to be the end of Monty. And Monty is down. Yeah, you always need to move Monty back. You need to move Monty back, heal Monty at the Nexus if you want to get good value. You very rarely see anything else. Then again, copy play over here. I guess he could go for a double Medivh. What is more annoying than going up against one Medivh? Going up against two of them. Exactly. Yeah, I'm curious to see what exactly the red team has planned in order to bring this back. Because so far they haven't managed to take Cho'gall down. We don't have Resurrect for Auriel, but Aegis instead. And just keeping Cho'gall alive for a bit longer is honestly doing the trick for them. Because they have Medivh, so they can just try and get the cooldown for the shield back whenever they need to. And then also set the portal up. And that should be enough for most of this. So right now, here comes the attack again. Careful, Auriel, Aegis, nice! Dodging out on the leap, delivery mode engaged, and Cho'gall might finally die, and indeed he does. That's the moment where you want to push. That is honestly the moment now where you want to do some damage. I wouldn't even go for the temple here. Going for the temple is utterly pointless. You can literally just take this down manually and then capture the temple. Them having this many heroes on the temple is a huge loss for the red team now. They are not maximizing the gains from their advantage that they have. Not even in the slightest, to be honest with you. These are wasted shots. They just took two heroes out and there's no damage dealer anymore on the other side. So they had a perfect opportunity to either go for the altar alone, take the boss, or do whatever they wanted. What did they do instead? Pretty much just 5-man a temple for half the time and then decide that they would invade bravely onto the opponent's siege giant. Not really what you're looking for. So, yeah. Definitely missed opportunity. They did a lot of work to get that kill. Trying to go for it again, by the way, and nearly locking it down. But at least they were able to destroy another fort, so I guess we should count that. But as I mentioned, they could have gotten so much more. The funny thing is that there's even a second temple up, which they haven't taken either at the same time frame. Now the siege giants at the bottom of the map might be a blessing in disguise for them, because at least those are doing some work too, so there's that. Abathur doesn't have Mule on this map, which I personally think is not really the best choice, but we'll see. Because, yeah, this is the Sky Temple. Mule is amazing. There comes the leap. They want to go for Auriel, and Auriel gets a heal. There's the Aegis. They need to focus on her now, but they let her escape. Oh, there's just not enough coordination. Yeah, they're trying for Cho'gall again, but that is already a bit of a lost cause. The temple shots are about to be taken by the blue team now. And that comp is just annoying as hell. Again, killing Cho'gall is difficult. You got Medivh's shields and portals. You got Auriel with all those heals. Abathur is helping too. So if you finally manage to get that kill, you need to capitalize on that properly. Abathur is currently also attempting to push the lanes on a little bit further. Honestly, he could start to body soak. I would really love for Abathur to be down here in this bush, body soak a little bit at this point in time, simply because there's no global on the other side that can quickly cross the map. So you have a very good setup to just body soak with a slug and make sure that you're getting additional experience over the opponent. So that's definitely something that they could have worked for. But either way, we got a couple of stacks slowly but steadily together here. We have 8 stacks on the level 7 for Greymane, so he's going to try and increase on his damage output. 42,000 damage for Imperius. Greymane himself is sitting at 34k. 41,000 for Cho'gall at 38. And everybody's still dancing a little bit around this boss. Level 15 is ready for the blue team. No level 16 talents yet, but they are ready to brawl. And Monty is back at the bot lane. Monty the monstrosity is trying to push through the lane again. Yeah, Cho'gall, that sanctification made 0 sense whatsoever. I mean, what were you trying to block? So yeah, that was just an R button being hit. Someone thinks he's a pirate. Arrgh! And yeah, that didn't do anything. Yeah, perfect, by the way, what you see here. Monstrosity is faster than the minions, moves in, and now Abathur has to move it back or it is going to fall. If Abathur diligently moves it back and then back in so that the aggro is retargeted, then you can quite do a little bit of damage with Monty once the monstrosity is stacked. And keep in mind, you can move it back to the Nexus too. I mean, you literally have a burrow ability on that bad boy as well. So that's a huge thing too, that you can use in a situation like this, just simply reposition. Because keeping Monty here is not going to help. Right now, you just want to get away. You want to get away from Lucio. You want to get away from that position as quickly as you possibly can. I mean, they're defending the top lane now. Level 16 is ready for them, so that gives them the lead, as mentioned. We by now have also the stable portal over here. But the next temple is already coming up. And with that, well, we have first of all vision through Medivh. Monstrosity has unfortunately been taken down. But this is a single temple, and now you slowly have to start to think about, okay, oh, what is that? Locust Brood? Okay, we're all over the place right now. Yeah, not really a lot of commitment being done by Cho'gall here. He's not committing to a build. He's a little bit all over the place at this point. But I would like someone to go for the boss here eventually too. Now there is a Toxic Nest which I like, so you will see if the boss gets attacked. But right now it's again about that fight down here. And for the boss fight in particular, Sanctification is going to be pretty huge. So let's not forget about that. A lot of the ults that we're currently seeing are very much so a big tool towards that. And again, Sanctification gets just YOLO'd out where it doesn't really help anybody. Towards the end it does a bit, but you want to engage with this and just use the timing a little bit different. So now they're trying to go for Cho'gall again. There's the spear, but a lot of the damage is already gone now that Greymane is dead. So can they take him down? Unlikely. Greymane picking is 16, so you don't want to take that fight in the first place. But they locked Cho'gall down more or less, but they just can't get him. They don't have Greymane, and there's just too much support for that bad boy. So, blue team is just memeing around hard here, and they're having fun with it. It's a 5 versus 3 now on the map. The top lane is pushing, and for some reason the red team says, hey, we're going to brawl this one out. Just as Greymane is about to go to come back, Tyrael is dead, and I just don't know what they're thinking. Yeah, so many mistakes being made here. Top lane is now getting pressure too. Greymane wants to deal with that, which would also mean that they're giving up on the mid lane. That temple at the top side is still in play. And things are just absolutely crazy at this point. I mean, this is just a little bit too much here. Yeah, they're going straight in for the top keep. That one is falling quickly. They can take the monstrosity down and I suppose also save the keep. But not for long, especially since the temple is about to be taken. You can all imagine where the shots are going to be fired first. So our top keep is gone. That one's eliminated. 7 kills to 3, 2 levels behind. The Slug starting to get a bit more aggressive. Interesting enough, not to body soak, but just to get those Locust Broods in play. To use the level 16 talent a bit more aggressively. Yeah, gone are the days where the Locust build is really one of the best ones on the Slug. Those were the days, honestly, where you could just backdoor keep 6 days to Sunday and everybody was delighted to have an Abathur on their team, not against them. But yeah. So with this, we have again the attack right there, straight in the middle. They're going for the boss. Now Medivh sees all of that. They don't care. They're not even trying to get a portal set up by Medivh. I mean, Drivius could now try and set the portal up so they come in, but they took the keep in the mid lane down too, so that was a huge help. Medivh, yeah, maybe a little bit too aggressive here. The boss is already taken, but they're still totally willing to take the fight. Yep, and they might get something done. Sanctification, this time a little bit better. There comes the jump. They go for Auriel. Auriel is dead. Is that maybe a chance to bring this back? Maybe not. Immediately we have another portal set up and Cho'gall go... Well, I was about to say gets out, but now we got the delivery boy back to business. As we have a Cho'gall delivery into the back lane from Imperius, but the portal is there and Cho'gall gets out. Now the boss is still doing a bit of damage down at the bottom of the map. And this is going to be the interesting part, because they should be able to take this down before it does any significant damage. Yeah, even to the wall. So that's going to be a bit of a loss. We have 7 kills to 4 now. 1 level missing until level 20. But with 2 keeps down, we got Monty up at the top. Again, Monty overtook the minion wave. Therefore, the front. And what Abathur really has to do is move Monty back to the Nexus for heals. Again, you have abilities on this thing that you can actually use to do that. If not, then in this situation, exactly, move it behind the wave and then let it go. Then it attacks, the targeting is going to be different, but you don't have to actually micromanage it at this point anymore. You just always move it behind the wave, let it go again. Move it behind the next wave, let it go again. So on and so forth. And then you're going to have a much better time there. And then eventually Monty is going to be strong enough to do some serious work here. Now level 20 is in, and we have a double temple on the map approaching next, so that's also going to be huge. At this point, we already have a Shield of Hope in, the Glyph of the Polybomb is in as well. The Fuelful Flame and the Shifting Nether all ready now for the next attack here, and they are starting to do their thing. Sonya leaping in, alone by the way. Hello team, where's the rest of you boys? Sonya is in trouble, and with trouble I mean she's dead. Sonya is eliminated. Yeah, girl went too ham. You can't just leap into this. I mean, 1v4, are you kidding me? That ain't gonna happen. So Sonya, for some reason, thinks that she's Batman or something. Like, I don't know. I mean, she has the facial structure, but that's it. So now we have 8 kills to 4. And that's a double temple. And with the double temple and well, the wall already eliminated at the bottom of the map, you guess where this is going. This is going to be another keep that gets eliminated in a second. I don't think that they have enough shots to really take the core down too, but they're going to do some serious damage. The shields at least are going to be popped, and the red team is deciding that they have to bite the bullet. Even though they are playing a 4 versus 5, they have to now move in and take the battle, which is exactly what they're doing here. Trying to go for Cho'gall. The shots are fired against the core, who is losing the shields and is taking damage. And there's a triple catapult moving in with it too. They are chasing Cho'gall at the same time. They might get the kill. They will get the kill, but they're likely to lose the game right now, guys. I don't know what to say, but the Winions are taking this one. And the Cho'gall comp is successful. GG as the blue team locks in a W in Sky Temple with Cho'gall, Medivh, Oriel, and Abathur.